Hi everyone, my name is Ryan Sumo and I'm a games artist here at BitSummit, and I'm going to be talking about some of my past work and also the game that I'm working on right now. So most my past work has been in the indie PC space. So for example, this is Space Chem, which is essentially a chemical bonding game wherein you use the chemicals that you make in order to fight the space Illuminati, amongst other things. This game is made by Zachtronics Industries. You can go check it out. Also, this game is called Prison Architect, a game by Introversion Software. It's a prison building simulation where you have the capacity to build the right wing or left wing prison of your dreams. And also, just last year, I released a game called Elevator Joe with a friend of mine for iOS and Android. It's basically a casual elevator simulator. Think Diner Dash, but with elevators. It's free on both Android and iOS, so do check it out if it looks interesting to you. So next up is the game that I'm working on right now, which is called Party Animals. It's a political strategy slash satire game based on Philippine politics. So that might be kind of an interesting or a strange topic to make a game out of. But since all of the developers are working on this game live in the Philippines, we're all thinking about, our politics is really messed up, and we wonder how is it that people fall into the trap of being corrupt politicians. And so that's the question that we're trying to answer with this game. Even though it's about an election, it's also about trying to figure out what are the things that happen in people's lives that lead them down the more corrupt path. So in the game, you play a frustrated government bureaucrat called Mousy. That's her name for now. Who's very frustrated with government and is really wants to try to make a difference. So she or he is running to become El Presidente and try to shake things up. She'll be fighting against these two candidates. Like, these are informed by Philippine stereotypes. So we have a rich history of pop stars becoming politicians, and also that crocodile is because we call our corrupt politicians buaya, which is crocodile in Filipino. So that informs the design of these characters. So here, the game, it's a strategy game, so you go into each district and you want to find out what issues are important to each district and the people in them, because you're going to use that information to run a campaign sortie, which is essentially, you're going out there and doing a stump speech and speaking to the voters and to the people, and you want the issues that you talk about to really resonate with them. So you have to be careful about which talking points you choose, or else the voters will get bored and go home. Sometimes even the best talking points or the best speech will go unheeded, so you might want to have to hire like an entertainer, to do a little song and dance routine and warm up the crowd for you, get them pumped up for your speech. Or if you're feeling a little bit more despotic, maybe hire some goons to scare the voters back to the podium and hear what you have to say. Now, the sorties are one thing, but you will also have to deal with another element in the districts, and that's the KAPITANS. So the KAPITANS are like the mayor or governor of a district, and they hold a lot of sway over the people of the district. So you have to have a good relationship with the KAPITANS so that they'll encourage the voters to vote for you. You have to be careful though, because you have to manage the relationships between all of the different kapitans, and they have relationships with other kapitans. So you have to really manage like who you want to cozy up to, so to make sure that you win the elections. Now, how do you get on their good side? You do favors for them. So this is a very typical example of a favor one might ask in the Philippines. A poor constituent can't afford to bury his father, so he needs to ask for money from the local politician. So it's up to you if you want to take advantage of this situation and give the Kapitan that money, to get him on your good side. Here's another favor that someone might ask you, and it's to give you money, essentially a bribe, to enact some anti-union legislation in the future. And these are the topics that we kind of want to discuss, kind of want to push some buttons and see how people respond to them. Now, if you're uncomfortable talking to the Kapitans and swinging the vote that way, you can also go directly to the people and educate them, or you can also conduct a more traditional smear campaign. The smear campaign quote is actually verbatim from one of our local politicians. So the idea is you want to try to get at least 75% of the vote in a district, because that means you've captured that district, and they'll give you income for every turn, and that income is what you use in order to run your campaign, because everything costs money. All right, well, that's about it. If I piqued your interest in the game, please do check out our devlog at heypartyanimals.com. Thank you very much.